Hello and welcome back to the end of another week. What happened? This weekend was stepdad's 80th birthday. So we just got back from the parties there. This week we have furniture arriving for the salon, which is exciting. So maybe I'll be able to show you that next week. I got a bunch of barrels delivered for a garden project. So they're actually super cool because they have these wooden pieces that are added to them. I don't know what kind of wood they are, but yeah, they're really cool. And basically my plan is these are all going to get cut in half, or a lot of them are going to get cut in half, and turned into garden planters. So it actually worked out really well because each of these was like 60 euros. And then if I cut them in half, that's 30 euros per pot. And that's way cheaper than even plastic pots of that size. So that works. Out in the garden, my big thing this week, it was very hot. So I honestly haven't been doing much. But before, and I might be able to throw in a photo, these rocks kind of went up that way and then around. So I've been kind of repositioning where they are to create a path that goes up here. And this will eventually get mulched to join the path over there that comes from the garden. Francis and I talked about it, and we were kind of discussing this flower garden area that I had envisioned. And he suggested, and I agreed, that we're actually going to have a path that goes down the center. And that way, somebody can come up from the driveway, potentially, or even if we do something out here, it can come from this direction. And then over here, there would be the chickens, and they can go that way to get into the garden, or they can go this way into the little flower area. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but that's kind of the plan. And I've bitten off a lot because digging up all these weeds is a lot of work. So I may continue working on that this next week, but I'm not sure because I would like to convince Francis to mow the lawn, which is getting tall again. And once he mows the lawn, then I'm actually going to plan on mapping out the areas for the trees. I really want to get the bare root fruit trees planted up in this space this winter. So that's kind of a priority for me, but we'll see what actually happens. In the garden, not much is happening. It's been really warm. I have some radishes that are coming up, but not all of them. The carrots are there's like 2 carrots that have come up, but not a lot. And none of the parsley is showing yet. So we'll see what happens with that. In cleaning out kind of the weeds and the juniper that lives over there, I was able to get some more stuff into these planters, but I'm still not happy with the amount of stuff I have. So I'm still planning on, trying to collect more things to go in the bottom of these before I dig out this bed. But we are finally getting tomatoes. So despite the blight, you can see like it's been warm enough that we are getting some. So we've harvested some and we're losing some. So like here's a prime example of one that is not salvageable. Like that's all blight, so that's garbage. But I'll be able to like get those, and hopefully most of these other ones will come in. We're just kind of waiting to see. We harvested an aubergine, an eggplant and the eggplants are doing well. So we have another one there, and we have some others on the other side. We did get worms. So yeah, if I come in here, you can see where the worms ate into the tomatoes, and like that's another tomato that's gone because it has blight. So yeah, at this point it's just kind of a wait and see. Obviously the fruits, the tomatoes that ripen, we're harvesting and eating as long as they don't show any signs of blight. And then once they're done, that's the end of my tomato season. The daikon radish is doing well. We did harvest some of those, but if I come down here, you can see like there's a big one right there. So I think I harvested 3, and Francis cut them up and froze them for his. He uses it to make colors for his patination on his metals. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, there's some more eggplant. So yeah, the eggplants are doing well. I'm happy to be getting some tomatoes, even if it's not as many as I was hoping for. Some is better than none. And the other ones over here, this is like a volunteer tomato in the path there and there. I'm just leaving them because why not? But yeah, this bed is coming in. So I don't know if you remember, but like I planted this one really late just because the weather was all kinds of weird. But it's catching up, and we have some flowers, and I mean, it has blight too, so there's only so much we can do, but we'll see. The beans are coming up there. I planted some squash here. Again, it's just kind of, I didn't have a lot of plans this year just because like things were weird, and we only actually just moved in permanently in the spring, so it just like I was still building the infrastructure and just wanted to get some stuff out so that I had something, because something's better than nothing. But yeah, over here we have the soybeans that are starting to finally flower, so that's cool. These other beans are doing well. We have like, I thought all the snap peas died, but we have 2. So there's this one and there's this one. So we have 2 snap peas, and these are like some long beans. What are these? Perfection Blanc. So yeah, these are the long white pea pods. Ooh. And then some of my little cucamelons actually decided to finally grow. And you can see the critters are having a field day. But yeah, so these are the cucamelons, and I should probably get them a trellis. But they give like those tiny, like cute, they look like tiny watermelons, but they're actually cucumbers, which is why they're called cucamelons. But yeah, so not much happened this week. Tomorrow is supposed to be crazy hot. Tomorrow is supposed to be like 105 or something. So I'm not going to be doing much. We have the couch delivery tomorrow, so we'll have to help the guy bring that in. And yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do about the moles or the voles or gophers or whatever's causing all of these things. I don't know what I'm going to do about them, but if you have any suggestions, you can drop them in the comments. Otherwise, that's it for this week. I'm going to start harvesting the potatoes because some of them are dying back. Like over there, we have a couple that are like don't have anything in them anymore. So I'm just going to dump them and see what that brought. And I'm still thinking about some sort of solution for the strawberries because we are kind of getting a second wave of flowers. So if I can figure out a way to protect them from the birds and the mice and the voles and whatever else is eating them, then maybe we'll actually get some strawberries. But I haven't gotten that far yet. So I tend to bite off way too many projects than what I can do at once. So yeah, live and learn. But things to come. I'm hoping to prioritize the grass. Ideally next week, this will all be cut. And I might even have started mapping out where the trees are going to go. But ultimately, we'll see what happens. I hope you had a good one, and I will see you next week. Bye.